Going to give you guys a few minutes to come in to the chat. Yeah, you guys usually take about take about 5-6 minutes to get into the chat, so I'll give you guys a few minutes. Um, yeah, we'll talk about these prices, guys. We'll talk about some Jasmy. See what's going on in the market. Just give me a few minutes for the chat to fill up. See who's all going to show up. It's a little bit later than I normally stream. It's almost 10 o'clock Central, so we'll see who makes it. We will see who makes it. Having a look across the market in the meantime. Jasmy down 1%. 1 cent 83. A little bit up from earlier today when I was streaming. I think it was like 1 cent 76 or something earlier when I was streaming. So BTC, what are we? 56.7. Guys, I think we're going to sweep the lows. I've said this a few times now for Bitcoin. We're going to sweep the lows. 52 to 54K, in my opinion, is where we're going to end up getting down to. And the altcoins are going to take a bit of a hit as a result, but that's fine with me because I am ready to accumulate, right? I'm going to spend September just backing the truck up because I believe that, we're getting close to these prices not being available anymore at the end of the day, right? And then once that happens, guys, once September's over and we see the beginning of a nice run up in October and then into November, I think after the election in November, things are really going to start to run. And I think at that time, we're going to reach the point where it's not going to make sense to continue to DCA at that point, right? It's not going to make sense anymore because the prices are going to start to get too high. You're going to start to see projects like Cardano and XRP and what else? Matic. These bigger projects. They're all going to be around that dollar mark and stuff like that. When you can still get them at rock bottom prices, like right now, 54 cents for XRP. Matic is 37 cents. These are all going to be over a dollar. Very, very, you'd be shocked how fast that happens, right? How fast they shoot up over a dollar. Stuff like Jasmy, it's going to be 12 to 15 cents before you know it. Same thing with like Swift and XCN. They're going to be like 3 cents out of nowhere and climbing fast. And that's where you're going to start to reach the point where it's not going to make sense anymore to be dollar cost averaging, right? So that's why I'm spending so much of September backing the truck up into this market, because when these prices are gone, guys, in my opinion, that's it. They're gone, right? And I know I'll probably have to bring this up a couple of times in the stream as people start to pour in, but the fact of the matter is that right now, guys, Jasmy being at, what is it right now? 1 cent 83. Okay. So Jasmy being at 1 cent 83, at the end of the day, once we're finished the parabolic part of the bull run, generally the market crashes down between 85 to 95%, depending on the project, right? So let's take an average of 90%, which is the altcoins, right? So Jasmy's going to crash down. Let's say Jasmy gets to $1. And I've talked about this before. Jasmy gets to $1, and then, once the bear market hits, we spend about 12 months coming back down to the bottom of the bear market, right? Then Jasmy's going to come down about 90%, give or take, right? So that means, guys, that the lowest price after this parabolic bull run is over, the lowest price that you're going to be able to get Jasmy is around 10 cents, give or take, if it hits $1, right? 10 cents. And people are asking me right now if it's too late to buy Jasmy at 1 cent 83, right? So I don't know, you tell me, do you think it's too late to pick it up at 1 cent 83? If the lowest in the bottom of the next bear market that you're probably going to see it is around 10 cents, give or take a cent, right? Then obviously you're still buying it now sorry, at prices that are below the bottom of the next bear market potentially, right? So you're not going to see these prices again. You're not. So at the bottom of the next bear market, when we're dealing with a Jasmy that's fluctuating between, like, let's say 8 to 12 cents in that little range near the bottom, right? Where it's going to wick around and bing bong around for about a year in that price range, right? 8 to 12 cents. You're going to be wishing that you had the opportunity to pick it up at 1 cent 8.3 like you do right now, right? But again, I have people asking me, "Oh, is it too late? Is it too late to pick it up at these prices?" Hell no, it's not too late in my opinion. Hell to the no, it's not too late, right? If you're looking at a situation where you're not going to see these prices ever again, then obviously it's not too late to be getting them at these prices, right? And I have that opinion about a lot of these altcoins, right? Like I said, Jasmy probably bottoming out 10 cents in the last one. Danny, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. Finally, people starting to pour into the chat. Nice. Nice. Good to see you, buddy. Yeah, I'm just talking about how we're not going to see these prices again, guys. We're not, right? Like I said, everything we get the parabolic part of the bull run. Let me use Cardano as an example. K1, what's up, man? Good to see you. Good to see you. And K, what's up, man? In your live stream, in your live stream after. You had a long day. Okay, yeah, nice. I appreciate you being here, man. Especially after a long day. I appreciate you, brother. Danny, 4 a.m. there. Holy smokes! It's 10 p.m. here, brother. 10 p.m. man. I still got about 5 more hours of work. Lee, what's up, fam? Les. The screen is so small. The words are so small. I'm not used to streaming on my phone. Les, it's good to see you, my friend. It's good to see you, man. So yeah, we're talking about these prices, guys, that we're seeing right now. Like I said, after the parabolic part of this run, and everything comes down 90%. We'll use Cardano as an example, right? So Cardano in the last bear market was at one point we compared it with Caspa, and it was like 3 cents, bouncing around 3 cents. And before that, obviously, it was a fraction of a cent. And then it was up to 3 cents, and that's when people started saying Cardano's not going to go anywhere. It's got no smart contracts, no one's building on there, blah 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 blah, right? And then Jasmy ended up going up, Cardano ended up going up to almost $4, right? Almost $4. And what's the lowest that we saw Cardano in the following bear market, which is the bear market that we just kind of traveled through, right? The lowest that Cardano got, I don't really. Let me pull up CoinMarketCap and see. I don't recall exactly, but maybe it was 15, somewhere between 15 to 30 cents. But hang on. I'll bring it up and we'll see how low it got in this bear market. Cardano. Here we go. Let's have a look at Cardano. So yeah, like I said, it was like 3 cents, right? A fraction of a cent. Then it went to 3 cents, and it bounced around there, like I was saying. And so the lowest that it got was in the last bear market. Let me see. Last bear market was 2022. You were looking at around, 32 cents. So the lowest before the parabolic part of the bull run, Cardano was about, it was a fraction of a cent, but it spent a significant amount of its time at 3 cents, right? Honestly, not too far off of where Jasmy is right now, to be honest. But around that level, that's where Cardano spent a lot of its time in the last bear market. Okay, went up to almost $4, like $3.85 or something. Okay, and then so where did it bottom out in the following bear market? The following bear market, it bottomed out at 32 cents. That's the lowest that it ever saw again, right? So in saying that again, if you look at Jasmy, if Jasmy only goes to $1 and pulls back 90% in the bear market, you're looking at the lowest possible price for Jasmy being around 10 cents, give or take, right? So again, that's the example that I use. You will probably not see these prices again in the next bear market. You will be buying it around 10 cents, 10 to 12 cents instead of, 1 to 2 cents, right? So that's just an example of what I mean when I say, like, when you hear someone say you're not going to see these prices again, that is matter of fact, right? You're not. Same thing with these bigger projects like XRP, for example. It's like 50 something cents right now, 57 cents, something like that. Probably after this next bull run, if XRP hits $10 or something like that, then you're probably never going to see sub $1, maybe not even sub $2 XRP ever again, right? So that's how important it is to be accumulating. It's obviously not financial advice, guys, but that's how important it is for me anyway to be accumulating through September, because again, I'm not going to see these prices again, right? CASP was another example. CASP was probably going to see, like I said, three to $5 in this bull run, okay? And then the lowest you're probably going to see CASP in the next bear market is around 30 to 40 cents, right? So buying CASP at, what is it right now? What is it right now? CASPA is 14 cents, right? So it's 50% less than you're going to be able to get it for in the bottom of the next bear market. That's what I mean, guys. It is definitely worth, no matter what project you're looking at right now that you want to continue to top your bags in, it's not too late to stuff your bags, because in the bottom of the next bear market, you're not getting these numbers again, right? So yeah, it's still a good, doesn't matter what it is, CASPA, Jasmy, XCN, Swift, friggin' Bitcoin, right? You're not going to see these prices again. Well, Bitcoin you might. Bitcoin you will likely see, if Bitcoin only goes up to $150,000, $160,000. I mean, what are we looking at here, right? So for Bitcoin, let's say it reaches $150,000, right? And it only drops 80%. You're looking at about a 30. My guess is between a $30,000 to $40,000 Bitcoin in the bottom of the next bear market, right? So like $20,000 Bitcoin, $15,000 Bitcoin. You're not going to see that again. That's gone. It's a fugazi. It's gone. Forget about it. It's not going to happen, right? It's done. That ship sailed. So, but for the altcoins, you're not going to see these prices again. Doesn't matter what it is. So to answer the question, is it too late to buy CASP? Is it too late to buy Jasmy? Is it too late? No, it's not. It's absolutely not, right? Let me get back into the chat here. Kim on, Rob, keep it up. Thank you for your valuable sharings. Hey, thank you for being here. Thank you for being here, right? Nick says, abandon all hope. Just kidding. Haven't sold a single coin. Nice, my man. Rodney, what's up, buddy? Jasmy's supposed to go to $17 in 2026. They say, why would it go to 10 cents? Rodney, it's not going to $17 in this bull run by 2026. First of all, 2026 is a bear market, right? So prices in a bear market are not going to be higher than they're going to be in the peak of a bull run, right? So what you have to understand about what the team's goals are for a $17 Jasmy in the bottom of in 2026, they set those goals in 2022, I believe, right? 2022. And a couple factors come into play here. One, they didn't plan on diluting the supply and circulation as quickly as they did. That just kind of happened. For two, they're basing their calculations off of a couple things, and you have to remember that this company's new to crypto, right? So the fact that they're basing this kind of stuff off the potential of the stock market and stuff like that, right? Not on crypto. So when you take that stuff, yeah, you got to remember the team of Jasmy. These are former Sony executives for the most part. They're not used to dealing with what you deal with from crypto X, from crypto communities and stuff like that. This is a whole new world, right? So while their calculations may have been off in terms of a $17 Jasmy in 2026, um, they're also basing their calculations off of the value of the data, right? They're anticipating that they're not going to take as hard a hit through the bear market because of the value of they're anticipating a lot more of their tokens being locked up in the PDL throughout the bear market, right? I personally disagree with that part of it because people are still people and people are still going to take profits, right? But that doesn't mean that Jasmy is not going to have phenomenal price action in the following bull run of 2028, 2029, right? Their goals might be a little off in terms of $17, but it's nothing wrong with dreaming big, right? Big goals, right? Would you rather that or have them say something like right now? Think about this for a second, okay? Think about this is a lesson for you to be able to appreciate the leadership that a company like Jasmy has, okay? And this is not a knock on the Cardano community or anything like it. It's not an attack on Charles Hoskinson, right? But one of Charles Hoskinson's biggest flaws, in my opinion, is the fact that he continually preaches to people that he doesn't care about the price of Cardano. He doesn't focus on it. He doesn't care about it, right? Now, he may be saying that simply to avoid any kind of regulatory enforcement against him or against the product. That's entirely possible as a shield, right? Because you can't necessarily have a founder out on online talking about how much he wants to increase the value of the token, right? Because that's kind of saying we expect you're expecting returns based on what I'm saying. That being said, though, companies like Jasmy don't have to worry about that because they're not in Gary Gensler's jurisdiction. They're in Japan, right? So the fact, and Hara even said in an AMA this year, earlier this year, I think back in March or something, that he was very dissatisfied with the price action of Jasmy, and that their goals were to work on that, right? So take that into consideration when you're thinking about the leadership that you have in this team, and that I personally appreciate that sort of transparency, communication, and passion for the project, right? As opposed to Charles that just says, "Oh, I don't care about the price action." That's not saying Cardano is a bad project. I'm just saying I appreciate leadership that says we're not satisfied with the price action of this project and we're going to work harder, as opposed to I don't really care about the price action. It is what it is, right? That's not very motivating. You know what I mean? And Charles is great in a lot of ways, but that's not one of them. So that's what I would say to that. Let me get back into the chat here, see what's going on. Danny got 140K Caspa. Nice, man. That's a nice bag of Caspa, brother. That's a nice bag. Max, my brother, man. I feel like we haven't talked forever, man. I've been so tied up. I got to fire you off a message, man. We got to get online again, man. We got to do a stream. We got to chat. Max says, hey, everyone, smash that like for our brother Rob. Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate you, man. Jeanette, we are 20 in here, and I just smashed the likes. Nice. Didn't see your post, Max. Nice. Justin, I have to wait to tell Jasmy to tell Jasmy after February 7th. Oh, to sell, you mean? For the 20% tax. Listen, man, I know a lot of people say that kind of stuff to me. They're like, well, I got to wait for this date before I can sell because tax and blah, 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 blah. Man, at the end of the day, listen, if you don't want to play that game because if you don't reach to 12 months to avoid paying that much tax and the market starts going down, it's going to cost you, right? It's going to cost you, and you're still going to end up having to pay tax. So the way you have to look at this, guys, don't try to avoid your taxes and stuff like that. It sucks, but the best way to try to avoid them after this bull run, move to a tax-friendly country or something like that, right? Don't play these games of timing things, and just pay your taxes. If you have to, look at it this way, okay? Here's your silver lining, okay? If you have to pay a lot of taxes, that means you made a lot of money, right? So stay positive, guys, right? Just bite the bullet, pay your taxes, and move forward. Just remember, you have a whole nother bull run after this one where you can compound your gains from this one, reinvest into whatever projects you believe in, and potentially 10, 20, 30x your profits from this one, right? So the ship hasn't left the dock after this bull run. You have another bull run after this, so take your time, do things the right way, right? And you'll be happy in the long run, right? You'll be happy in the long run that you did. You start playing these games of timing things, and you always end up losing, right? So you might end up actually paying or making less money by waiting, because if the market does start coming down because you're waiting for 12 months, and the market starts working its way down, you may end up selling at a much lower price and still having to pay those taxes, right? And then you made less money, right? So don't play that game. I wouldn't recommend playing that game. I would just sell at your goals when your portfolio reaches the goals that you had for this bull run. Just take your profits, pay your taxes, and move on, right? And reinvest. Do whatever it is you got to do, right? That's what I would say. Play things safe. Don't play games. Um, Nick, just in February is a good month. I wouldn't worry about waiting until February to get out of the tax bracket. That's when the parabolic pumps. Yeah, yeah, and you're absolutely right, Nick. You are right. That is, you should be okay, but nonetheless. Boomer's in the house. What's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. Justin, I agree. If crypto is exploding, I will sell. Not worry about the taxes. Thank you for the advice. No worries, brother. I got your back. I got the fries that across your eyes, man. Less, it's half where I am after 12 months. That's taxes. Yeah, they just increased it here in Canada to like 66%, guys. Right, which is you pay 66%. So, but it's only on 50%. So it works out to like 33% tax is what I would pay. So if I make $1 million, I got to pay $330,000 in taxes, right? Which is, I mean, atrocious. I agree. It's absolutely atrocious, but I'm going to pay it, right? Got to pay to play, right? You got to take the crookeds with the straights, guys. You know what I mean? It's just the way it is, right? And then I am looking at moving to a more tax-friendly country after this bull run. So I may do something like that, but I have a family, so I have to take into consideration where I move. Has to also be appealing to the wife and kids, right? In every way possible, right? So I know that there's a lot of tax-friendly countries out there that don't treat women very well, and obviously my wife is not going to be very eager to move to a place like that. So I have to take that into consideration, right? Um, Beebs, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. We're winding up for hockey season, man. Justin, what's 66%? Oh my God, I thought Uncle Sam was rotten. Yeah, 66%, but it's only on 50%, right? So it's 66% on 50% of your total profits, right? So it averages out to like 33% is what you end up paying here. Um, so if it's 66% of half, then it'd be 33% of the whole, right? Something like that. Rodney, would you think it would be a good idea to sell a few $1,000s worth of XCN and buy back in it? No, I don't play that game, Rodney. I do not play that game. I see so many people trying to swing trade their long term bags, and they get left behind. They get wrecked. I wouldn't play that game, man. Me personally, I DCA and I hodl and I wait. I don't try once you. The only time I would recommend doing that is if you have swing trade bags, right? I wouldn't do it with my long-term holdings because eventually you're going to get burned. You're going to get in the habit. If you do it once and it works, you do it again and it works, you do it again and it works, eventually it's not going to work. And then you're screwed because then you're buying it at much higher prices just to get back in again, right? So you get more and more comfortable and complacent with playing that game, and eventually you get burned, right? So I wouldn't recommend it. Less here it's half tax before 12 months. Rodney, I was out of work because of operations, just went to catch back up quick. Want to catch back up. Yeah, I get it, man. I do get it, Rodney. I know what you mean, brother. It's a struggle. It's a struggle. It is, but slow and steady wins the race. Don't feel rushed. Don't You still have a little bit of time to dollar cost average and kind of try to catch up the right way, right? Don't panic. You'll get where you're going, my friend. Boomer says, "What's up, Beebs?" Nacho, what's up, fam? Finally reached 40K on Caspa. Been DCAing every day. 20. Nice, man. Nice. That's how it's done, man. Drops in a bucket, man. Drops in a bucket. Consistency gets you where you want to go, right? And I believe that Caspa is headed, and I've said this a couple times in videos, Caspa is headed for one hell of a couple of months, guys, in my opinion. We got 2 spot listings that are coming up, and I think, tier 1 listings in Binance and Kraken are going to be coming in the pipeline for Caspa very, very quickly. I've done videos breaking down why. They've got KRC20, I believe, launching this month. A lot of big things in the works for Caspa, man. It's going to see a price explosion very, very soon, I think. Last, the Jasmine I wanted to sell went to be out by the end of July, mid-August. Yeah, that's a good time frame, man. That's a good time frame. Nacho, yeah, Caspa is going to be huge for the next decade. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I will probably sell all my Caspa in this bull run, and then I'll probably buy some more in the next bear market, right? I won't go as crazy the next time around, but I still think that there's more juice to squeeze out of that lemon, right? But in the next bear market. So yeah, that would be my goal, man. That would be my goal. But so yeah, anyway, guys, if you missed the first half of the stream, I was talking about how you're never going to see these prices again on a lot of these projects, guys. Again, you just do the math on whatever project it is that you believe in, that you're dollar cost averaging into. Like right now, I use Caspa as an example. I use Jasmine as an example. I used Cardano as an example. I used XRP. At the end of the day, guys, look, take whatever project you believe in, right? And tell me where you think that project's going to go in the parabolic part of this bull run, and then deduct about 90% off that value, because that's roughly where you're going to end up in the bottom of the next bear market, right? So if Jasmine gets to $1, it's going to be around 10 cents. 10 cents in the bottom of the next bear market. That's the lowest you're going to be able to get it. So when you ask me if $1.08 is too high of a price to be buying, well, I think that question answers itself, right? And you could do that math on any project that you believe in. Caspa, if Caspa reaches $3 to $4, well, it's probably only going to get to around 25 to 32 cents in the bottom of the next bear market. So is 14 cents a good buy? Yeah, probably, right? I'm thinking of not selling any and just put the same amount until the next bull run. Hey, if you are strong enough to hold on through this whole bull run and not sell and hold through the next bear market till 2028, 2029, I salute you, my friend. I did that with my XRP, and it wasn't always easy. Angela, you know how much I sacrifice? Well played, sir. Well played. Should I go for Swift or Caspa? I filled my Jasmine bag. What should I go for now? Well, my friend, I cannot tell you what to buy, but what I can tell you is I would honestly go do some research. I would look up Swift. I would look up Caspa. I'd go look at the tokenomics for both. I'd look at the market cap for both. I'd go look at what is coming up in terms of announcements and projects for the next, I don't know, 2 years, 12 to 15 months. See what each project has going on, right? And then you can come to some sort of a conclusion on which project you feel is going to bring you the best return on investment, and that's the one you want to go with, right? I know it's a difficult to answer, but I can't tell you where to spend your money, right? Sprinkle some XCN in the mix. Yes, Beebs, absolutely, brother. I have been buying XCN like, like nobody's business. Just they've been doing so much now that they have their ambassador program launching and stuff. Like, oh, by the way, guys, quick announcement on that. I got Wes is going to be back on the channel again this Sunday, and we're going to talk some more XCN. A lot of people have questions still about VUSD and a lot of that kind of stuff. So I'm going to have him on the channel for that. Make sure you guys are here Sunday afternoon, 2 o'clock Central. And then Max, if you're still here, man, I'm going to fire you a message. I'd love to reconnect with your brother and have another chat, man. I miss our chats. We haven't talked in a while because I've been working so much nights, and I sleep half the day, man. So let's reconnect, brother. Let's get chatting. That'd be epic. But anyway, speaking of working, I'm at work literally right now. So I'm gonna get back out there, guys. And Angelo says I don't have enough XCN. 328,000. Need more. DCA, brother. If your goal is to fill more of your XCN bag, you would be surprised how even a small amount of money on a weekly basis can end up filling your bags for the long term. I've had countless people on the in the live streams over the last 2 years tell me, like Jasmine, for example, oh, I only have like 20,000 Jasmine, I want so much more. And I say, guys, just little amounts, DCA, whatever you can afford. And they come back to me now and they're like, man, I just reached 1 million. I'm so happy. I reached 1 million Jasmine or whatever it is, right? It's like, see, consistency, a drop in the bucket every day will get you where you want to go. You don't have to buy 1 million at once, right? You just have to have a plan, and you got to stick to your plan. That's all you got to do, right? Commit to yourself. That's it. Let God do the rest. But I'm going to get back to work, guys. I will see you guys tomorrow for the morning live stream, probably around noon, because I work till about 4 o'clock in the morning tonight. So I'll see you guys probably around noon Central for my live stream. A lot of people have been asking what time my streams are, so around noon. And guys, again, get over to the Patreon, guys. I'm telling you, you're missing out. We're doing so much over there, man. We got Patreon only content. We're doing one-on-one Zoom calls for coaching sessions now. We're doing group Zoom calls and stuff like that. We're doing swing trade opportunities. We're doing technical analysis training videos, my portfolio breakdowns over there, crypto giveaways we're doing over there, giving back to the community. So much, guys, so much. Get over to the Patreon. You're missing it. If you're not over there, man, are you missing out on content, okay? The link will be down in the description. I'll pop it down there. It's in the description of every video as well. But anyway, guys, I'm going to get back to work. I will see you guys tomorrow for the morning live stream.